Hello there, once again, it's Anton from Anton Will Obey, and every time I get one of these, I tell myself it's the last time I'm getting one. This is, I'm pretty sure, unless they make a Mona Lisa, this is the last one I'm getting, because these are pricey, but oh my gosh, do I love them. This is a Super 7 Ultimates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are cool. There's just no getting around it. They're the exact same thing that you had growing up, just a bigger version in your hands. There is the back. Slash, the evil turtle from Dimension X. Now he has a few different backstories and different character traits. He's a little bit different in every incarnation. The cartoon version is different than the Archie Comics version, is different than the most of the other comic book versions of him or other cartoon versions of him. So even the video game versions of him tend to be quite different. I would have to say my favorite incarnation of Slash has got to be the Archie Ninja Turtle series, the Archie Adventure series one. To me, that was always the coolest Slash as far as character. As far as design, I was always really sold on the action figure version because it's so pretty much unique to its own way. The Super 7 does really pack these guys in there. So we're going to be careful opening it. We don't want to lose anything because they do give you a ton of accessories, a lot of which you probably won't use all. One thing that Super 7 always does, which I really appreciate, is give you a super-sized version of the original pack that you would get from the Playmates Toys version. On the little weapons rack, and you have to twist the things to get them out. But they also give you fully painted versions of everything as well. But you have that original factor, that original love there. Let's see, I think just gotta untwist this, and I think he's free to go. He is a big boy, I'm not gonna lie. I do not have my original Slash anymore, my old Playmates version. So I don't have anything to compare this guy to. I did a comparison when I opened my Bebop and my Rocksteady to the old original versions because I still have them. But with this guy, I do not have the original versions. And I can't remember if that's the original face. We're going to pop a few of these out because we're going to look at them. There is a bunch. They give us a bunch of weapons. And they give us a bunch of hands. Oh my gosh, they got this stuff really packed in there. I'm just going to kind of look at the hands briefly. Good night. That is some thick packaging. And I would complain if the packaging is excessive, but then again, lately I've been having so many Hasbro things from Marvel Legends and stuff like that. That is so, it's in a disposable box with basically tissue paper wrapped around everything, that it is kind of refreshing to get a package that you really have to open. That wow, this is a tough package. And a lot of stuff. So we'll run through his accessories. We get 3 different sets of hands. I'm not sure exactly. Looks like we get 2 closed punching fists. Those are great. We get 2 open grabbing hands, which I'm assuming is what he already has on. So I don't know why we need another set of those, but we do have them. And then you get these gnarly open hands, which I really like. I love that look. But that's very cool. We get 2 grenades because they seem to give us grenades with every villain figure. Let's see. I know I saw another throwing star fall out when I was opening this. I got two. We got two like that. And we got one like that, which is my favorite design on these, the original Ninja Star. We get, I'm going to hold this up for reference. We get pink versions of the 3 stars and the 2 grenades. We get, oh, I think it, did it already fall off? Huh. I thought I saw a pink version of this sword, but I guess not. We get a pink version of his Chris Sai. We get a pink and colored version of his nunchucks. And we get a pink and then a colored version of his mace. And then a pink and colored version of his knife. So that's pretty cool. That's a lot of accessories. The only thing that I don't like is oh, there it is. I didn't even see it. There's a pink version of that sword. I do not remember this sword in the original figure. So I don't know if that is something they've added to this or if I am stupid and didn't see it when I got it when I was, 10 and threw the original one away. Either way, that's a heck of a blade. This is probably my favorite, but gosh, as much as I am reluctant to do so, to take those apart, I do think I want the pink one for the character. Like, it just looks so good. Now, he is stiff, and oh my goodness, he is heavy. This shell is really, really thick and packing a lot of weight. This, I would say, is the original Slash face from the old original figure. I do like this face better. And if I can switch that out, I will. I probably won't try to do it for this video because they can be rather difficult to pop a head on and off, and I want to probably run him under some hot water. We will go ahead and see if he can hold on to his trademark Chris Sai or Frisk Sai or whatever they call this thing. I know they had a word for it. That does look great in his hand. The belt would, in the original one, it would be all pink. So this, they do have some color to it. Or no, it was all black with the colored Z on the front, or the S. Let's take a look at what we've got for articulation. Is his tail articulated? I was curious. Yes, it is. Awesome. We get stubby tail articulation. And this was the best, probably one of the better versions of Slash as a snapping turtle. I don't know if you guys grew up with snapping turtles, but they're very pokey and jagged. They have a lot of spikes on them, and I thought this looked great, especially the tail. Snappers do have that. We had some big, big snapping turtles growing up. Looks like you get a ball joint at the shoulder. There is an upper bicep cut. Looks like a single jointed elbow. I'm not seeing anything else in there. You get a wrist rotation with a movement. And that might be the difference in our grasping hands, is these move this way, and I'll bet the other ones move this way. So that's probably the difference with that. This front shell plate is a little bit flexible. That is really cool, and it's also pushed out so it looks more natural, like what you would expect him to have. I don't think there's a waist rotation in here. There actually shouldn't be. I wouldn't expect there to be, and I kind of don't want there to be, because that doesn't work with a turtle figure. It doesn't work with their shape and design, so we don't need that. His head, the original Slash, just rotated. This one rotates, but does look up and down and side to side. So I think it's on some sort of a neck dumbbell in there, would be my take on it. I can't really see because it's very well hidden and looks great. You got a ball joint at the hip that's way up in there, and it rotates at the top of it. So you don't have a thigh cut, you don't need it. It's at the top, concealed by the shell. Looks like a single jointed knee, but honestly behind this pad, it's kind of hard to make out. I think it's single jointed. You get a really deep ankle rocker pivot that moves a lot. It actually moves quite a bit. So you're gonna get a lot more articulation out of this guy than the original one. His knee is really stiff there, so I don't really want to bend that. Oh, there it goes. I just didn't have it rotated. But yeah, that looks freaking really cool. I'm gonna point my camera down just a little. Move this so we can kind of get get a good shot of him here. Like I said, I'm going to try and switch out to go with that head, which looks great. All of his weapons look great. And as far as comparisons, the only thing I can compare him to, and I will compare him to right now, is the NECA Slash, which would be my favorite version of Slash, the Archie Comics version of Slash, which is much smaller. Articulation on him would be fairly similar, and a lot of the key elements are the same. This guy does feel more posable already. But as you can see, there's your difference in like just general paint scheme and everything like that. This one, of course, has much more of a retro feel to it. And the thing that I love the most, and NECA for me is they're always a little bit gummy feeling, which I don't always appreciate. I do love this figure, but this one is going to be tough to take down as far as my favorite Slash figure. The thing that Super 7 does that I really want to try to stress to you is you are grown up now from the size you were when you were little and you were buying these. And their figures are easy twice the size, basically mass, everything. They just feel exactly like the original figure felt in your hand when you were little, only you're larger. So that's why they're big, and that's why they have that instant nostalgia grab to me, is because they don't feel overly small. They feel as big as the old ones feel, even though this one is way bigger. And it's got some articulation that's added in for a more picky collector. Anyway, it is an absolute beautiful figure. I totally love it. I have my issues with Super 7 sometimes, but with these figures, the Ninja Turtle line, they kill it. These are really, really great. I absolutely love them. And if you love the original Playmates, you're going to love this one too. So I can't recommend it enough. I picked this one up for like $30, which was a heck of a deal. Keep your eyes out. Grab one. I've gone long in this video because I absolutely love this thing, and I really want to just keep talking about it. But that is my story. That is my take. I can't recommend this guy enough. If you're a Slash fan, if you're a vintage Playmates fan, this is going to be your guy. So thank you very much for watching. That is my story. I will catch you guys later.